I'm here with Jamie Newman. I love these Prodigy shirts. I just gotta start off saying that. Big Heat fan. These are money right here. I love them. And Jamie feels like a James, so there's almost like a James connection thing going on here. I don't really know, but I like the vibe already. So tell me about Prodigy, what you're up to, and how did this start?
Of course, Prodigy started with Julian and Jaden. You know, ever since they were little, they would call them Prodigies. So we're like, look, let's just start our own brand, Prodigy brand. And that's where it has, and it's been taken off like crazy. You know, worldwide, I think we sold 30 countries. Every state, of course, and it's just catching on. You can be a prodigy in everything. So that's the big thing. You can be a prodigy in anything, wear what you are, be a prodigy.
Absolutely. So you coached Julian, obviously, the majority of his life.
Yes.
Talk about where has he progressed the most as a basketball player?
I'd definitely say with his IQ, you know, how he is, you know, we have to bring him up. He's little, so you have to score the ball being a little guard. You can't just be a distributor.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of colleges like distribute, you have to score the ball. So he's always been growing up. You have to catch somebody's eye.
Right.
You know, you're not that 6'5" guard, you're that 5'7" guard. So you have the handles, which, you know, he can handle the ball better than anybody. And he can really shoot the ball off the dribble better than anybody. You know, the next one probably like a Damian Lillard, Steph Curry. But Julian has all that quick handle where a lot of those guys don't, even NBA-wise, where he can do everything with the ball and shoot from 50 feet, where most people don't have.
Right.
So that's what's always been the repetition of we're making a pro. We're not making a little college or high school guard. We're making a pro. And he's bought into that, and he's the hardest worker that there is.
Right. So another question I have for you. As a father coach, what would you say is some of the biggest challenges and blessings that you have coaching your son?
The biggest challenge is cutting it off after the game or in the car. You know, that's the biggest challenge.
Right.
Because, you know, you're like, hey, you know, you can do this, and you can talk about it for the whole week until your next game or something like that. But you just got to cut it off. You know, once we're in the car, we talk about it in the car. Usually we cut it off when we get in the house.
Right.
And then we get practice the next day, team practice, you know, and then we hit it back. But it has to get cut, you know, we cut it off. So we don't try not to talk about the games, you know, especially the bad ones. If it's
we don't like to remember those. Cut those right out.
You know?
I don't even remember that happening.
Everyone's gonna have bad games, you know, but that's something where you just cut it off, you know.
Right.
You know, a bad game for Julian might be a 20-point game, and everybody in the world will post something.
Right.
You only had 20 today. When, you know, you're looking at a little guard, they were expecting to have 40 or 50 every night. You know, this year he probably had 5 games out of 45, playing the toughest schedule in the country, under 30.
Yeah.
You know, and people will take those games, but oh my God, he only had 20. But somebody's 20-point game is a career game.
Right.
Where Julian, it's, oh my God, what happened? You know, the world's breaking down.
It's like he earned those high expectations, but at the same time,
right,
it could be different.
Exactly. He has very high expectations, probably the highest that there is, you know. Even with LeBron, you know, when he was in high school, the guy averaged 25 a game. If Julian averaged 25, the world will go crazy. Like, what's going on?
It's interesting. People don't put that together.
People don't put it together. He gets all the double teams. Everybody has to, you know, get their defense to go around him. You know, it's around him. No matter who we play, if it's Bella Vista, if it's Spire, IMG, their defense is to stop Julian.
Right.
And no one stops him. You know, he either stops himself, he might have an off night. Right. But no one stops him. You might slow him down and try to slow him down. But if he's off, he has an off night. But you're not like, oh, he didn't shoot today. No, he's going to get his shots. You're not going to stop him from shooting the ball. Yeah. You know, you're going to just hope to contain him and hope he's not on.
That's awesome. So tell me about your show and the direction of your show. I know it's you, it's the family, it's also Jaden. Talk to us a little bit about that.
The show's crazy. You know, it's crazy right now. It was #1 trending the last 2 weeks on YouTube. I believe last episode, got 9 million views on Snapchat, over 3 million on YouTube, and a couple million on IG. So it's like 13 million just last episode alone. So it's, you know, it's going crazy. You know, it really is going crazy. It's a blessing, and it's great.
Awesome. Awesome. One last question I have for you. So after Julian graduates as a coach, what's next for you?
Well, we're starting our own school, Prodigy Prep.
Right.
So we're doing Kentucky and Orlando. The next IMG, so you know, that's our expectations to be the next IMG. More exposure, of course, because, you know, we're on exposure. You know, probably the most exposure team that there is. Right. That's covered. So that's where we're so-called hanging our hat on, is bringing the kids in because they're going to be getting exposure.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it.